Hey, it's Whitney from EcoVeganGal.com, and today I want to share with you one of my all-time favorite dishes and my all-time favorite soup, and that is a split pea soup. Today we're going to put some extra twists on it, as you will see. I'm really excited to share this with you because not only is it super delicious, but it is also very nutritious, insanely easy to make. It only takes a few minutes of preparation, and it can be really inexpensive. And the coolest thing about this video today is I'm actually part of a YouTube collab with 7 other vegans. And all of us are doing our favorite soup recipes. So at the end of this video, be sure to check out all of their videos, and you'll be able to click on the different links and see what they're making as well. So you get 8 recipe videos today. That's awesome. All right, let's get started. So all you need is a big pot. You could use any sort of pot, actually. You can use more of like a Dutch oven like this, but I'm using this one because I think that it's going to yield a lot. You could also use a slow cooker like a crock pot. That's actually a really nice idea if you don't have a ton of time, because you can set it and forget it. So once you have your pot picked out, you're gonna put it on about medium high to start getting it nice and hot. And the cool thing is we're not going to use any oil today. We are actually going to use some veggie broth that I whipped up from a concentrate to cook the first stage of the soup. And that is some onions. And then we're going to put in some carrots, some celery. I'm going to add in some red pepper that I had around. This isn't kind of traditional in a split pea soup recipe. One of the greatest things actually about making soups is that you should really just add in whatever vegetables are in your kitchen at the time, because then you can use them up. This was starting to go kind of bad, so I'm going to throw it in there and it's going to be nice. So then we're just going to add a little bit of veggie broth. You don't really need that much of veggie broth or water, whatever you're using. It's really just there to keep the vegetables from drying out. A lot of people put oil in it because they feel like they have to, but it's really just not necessary. Onions, in fact, have a good amount of water in them, and so do some of these other vegetables that I'm using. When you add in things like oil, you're adding actually a ton of unnecessary calories that are not really contributing to the flavor of your food. So I say, what's the point of putting it in there? You want the onion to start to get a little bit translucent. You want to start to smell the flavors and see the other vegetables starting to lighten in color as they cook down. Just a few minutes, maybe 3 to 5 minutes here. All right, let's add in 2 cloves of garlic. Now, I'm taking a little bit more time to finesse this. You could actually just dump all of the ingredients in the pot, turn it on and let it simmer for an hour. But I want to really take the time to bring out the flavors, which is why I'm letting these all kind of meld together before I add the rest. All right, so now let's add in some of our seasonings. Traditionally, split pea soup is made with a little bit of cumin and oregano. I'm going to put in about half a teaspoon of oregano leaves, dried oregano in here, to keep it kind of traditional. But then I'm going to do something a little bit different. Instead of using the cumin, I'm going to use some smoked paprika. And that's because I want to give the soup a little bit of a smoky flavor. I love smoky flavor, so any opportunity I can add that in, I will take it. So I'm going to do 1/4 of a teaspoon. I wish I had some chipotle seasoning, because that would also go really, really well in here. Let's stir this in. You could taste it a little bit here if you want to make sure that your spices are right. I think I'm going to add in a little bit more of the paprika because I really want that smoky flavor. Add in the vegetable broth, our split peas. I am choosing to use yellow split peas because they are actually less expensive. They were on sale for 20 cents less than the green split peas, which is a little bit more traditional for a soup like this. I also rinse these off before I put them in the bowl to go into the soup. So you could just put it into a bowl with some water before you start cooking, or while you're cooking the other ingredients, and just let it soak for a little bit. And lastly, for a nice twist on the classic recipe, I'm going to use some cut up sweet potatoes or yams. So I cut up a half a sweet potato here, and I'm just going to drop that right in there. and it's gonna add a nice starch. It's gonna make this more filling, and it's gonna add a nice sweet flavor to this. I am so excited. You wanna let this simmer under a low heat for about 40 minutes to an hour. You wanna check it and see how soft everything is getting and if the flavors are all coming together right. So I'm gonna put the lid on this. Set my timer, and I'll see you back in about an hour. And I just tested it. It's ready to go, and I'm really, really excited. It smells absolutely amazing in this kitchen. It just, oh my gosh. First thing I'm gonna do is take out the bay leaf, and that's because you don't really want to eat this. It just adds extra flavor into your food, and we're gonna discard that. Then, the next part's up to you. You can actually just eat this as is, but a lot of people like to blend or puree their soups. What I'm gonna do is actually do half and half. I'm gonna keep kind of the thickness because it's really thick and chunky right now, which is great, fine, nothing wrong with that. But it is really nice when it's kind of smooth and creamy. So I'm gonna take my high-speed blender, just gonna pour it right in. Be very careful so that you don't splatter any of the hot liquid on yourself. You could also scoop it in, but I'm too lazy. All right, that's good. You don't want to overfill your blender. You do not need to use a high-speed blender. You can use any blender for this because it's super easy to blend. You only need like 10 seconds in the blender, and it's super pureed. It's perfect. So I'm gonna pour it right back in here, and it's gonna give it kind of that cross texture of creamy and chunky at the same time. Chunky is not a great word, is it? But what else do you use to describe it? We're gonna get out a bowl. I think this will do. It's green, reminds me of split peas. I'm so, so excited for this. Okay, here it is. The final touches of this would be to add any sort of little toppings on it. I'm gonna sprinkle on a little bit of black pepper. And then you can put on some toppings that you like, which will add more texture and flavor. So you can take any leftover carrots that you might have. And I'm also gonna put on some green onions, also known as scallions. And I love frozen peas. I'm gonna sprinkle those on and then mix that in because they're still a little bit frozen. Get out a really good spoon and mix it all up. And then you have to taste it. If you like split pea soup enough to continue watching to this point, you're gonna love this. It is rich and hearty and just got that great smoky flavor from the paprika. This is fantastic. It was easy to do, it was quick, it was inexpensive, and it's so delicious. It hits every note you could possibly want in a meal. And again, you can keep this in the fridge or the freezer and have it for the rest of the week or for the whole month if you'd like. And of course, share this with friends and family members, vegan or not. I'm pretty confident that they're gonna love it, especially during the cold season. Don't forget to check out the other videos from the Super Vegan collaboration. They are all linked in the annotation following this video. Then come back and let me know which one of those did you like the best. It's not gonna hurt my feelings if it's not my video. I just wanna know your honest opinion because I wanna go make whatever the best soup is. So be sure to tell me. Can't wait to hear what you have to say. Thanks so much for watching. For more recipes, you can check out this YouTube channel and ecovegangal.com. And I would love to see you on social media. You can connect with me and other people. I often share great recipes on Facebook and Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram even. So come join me on there. The links are right down below in the description field. If you like this video and you like this recipe, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, if you don't want to miss out on more recipes and healthy, eco-friendly, vegan living tips, click the subscribe button right here, and I will see you next time. Bye!